Lil Bow Wow is accused of, and he's just Bow Wow now. He's accused of scamming a 10-year-old girl rapper, which is ridiculous, anyways. I mean, I believe the story on Bow Wow, isn't it, that he blew all his money, and that's why he ended up having to be a host on 106 in Park, isn't it?
I don't know, or maybe his parents or his guardian or something. To who knows?
So Bow Wow was accused of stealing money from a 10-year-old child in a random and bizarre lawsuit. In a share posted on July 25th, according to the court documents obtained by Spade TV official, the plaintiff's camp argued that the rapper accepted $3,000 via Cash App for a feature he never recorded for a tween's track. I don't think a 10-year-old is a tween. The duo demanded the rapper, born Shad Gregory Moss, cops of $15,000 in damages and attorney fees. So you paid him $3,000, you want 15 grand back? That's a little wild. But what initially prompted the Tennessee father-daughter duo to ask Bow Wow for a feature on the youngster's rap song is unclear. The source provided no information where the duo had proof that they sent their $3,000. Now, I think he's looking a little chubby here. What I think the story is here, that Bow Wow will take $3,000 to feature on a song, whereas somebody like Riff Raff, who is not a serious rapper, he is sometimes. This is not an insult. He needs to charge you at least 25 grand, I believe, is this thing he came out with. You pay him 25 grand, you can come to a studio and record with him, and he'll give you a verse. Bow Wow's doing for 3 grand, Eric. That's,
I
how
thought
many
this
is he
was
getting?
I thought this was a blast from the past. Like, oh, like this is like now. I thought
Yes.
this was like a story from like, oh, back in 2008. Like we're just like I didn't realize this is happening in the as we speak, which does make it worse. I mean, $3,000 Cash App. I don't know, man. It's who knows? Maybe you know maybe I overestimated how successful. Wasn't he on TV shows though? Like he should have plenty of money. No, I mean, how do we get
That's
here?
what I'm saying. I heard that he blew all his money somehow, and that's why he had to become a host. I mean, there's guest hosting, but
But even the
50.
106 in Park thing was years ago. Now that was more than a decade
Yeah,
ago. Yeah.
but that was after he lost all his money, allegedly. I mean, I'm sure we can look that up. Bow Wow, and this is a hilarious thing to be searching. Bow Wow loses money. Little Bow Wow, you just don't know. His music was never good. Let's be honest here. Rapper Bow Wow loses $100,000 in what? In insane Madden bet. This is from 2010, which is a wild time to be placing bets on Madden. Wisely places another compulsive wager. Artist formerly known as Lil Bow Wow, blah, 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 blah. Apparently, his worst setback was when he bet an amount of money that most Americans would never see in their bank accounts. He beat me. I had to pay him 100 grand, said Bow Wow, referring to a Madden match between him and the game, which we can only assume was alcohol induced. And apparently it wasn't even close. He beat me kind of bad, added a sheepish Bow Wow. Is there any other stuff where he's lost more money? How'd he lose all his money? Real reason Bow Wow lost his money, according to Grunge. Never heard of that. Have you heard of this website?
No, I'm looking. The only thing that's popping up though is this amid $3,000 catfish scandal.
That's pretty awesome. Growing up in the early 2000s, you remember Bow Wow. I haven't heard that name for a while. He owed 126 grand in unpaid taxes in 2012. During a child support hearing, that he only made 4 grand a month and only had 1,500 in his checking. He was asked to pay more than 3,000 child support the next day. He signed to host. See, I told you. He signed to host on BET's 106 in Park with at least 200 grand. The court ordered Bow Wow to pay 11.5 thousand to his mother and back child support, and 3,000 from that point on. That's an insane amount to pay monthly, even if you're making 200 grand. So you're basically making like 10 grand, 20 grand a month. And then after taxes, maybe not, but after taxes, you're probably only making 10 to 12. Depends on where you are. And then he's got to pay 3,000 a month. That is wild. So Bow Wow mystery solved. Here he is, shirtless and kind of fat. The only person who can pull that off is a really fat guy, your favorite guy, named Rick Ross.
Turn it up, Jordan.